Some breaking news for you on TikTok, and the US Supreme Court has ruled that it will be banned from Sunday. The court's ruled there. That was following TikTok's challenge to a law that would force the sale or ban of the app in the United States. It means the court has essentially upheld the law banning TikTok. It's going to come into force from Sunday if it's not sold by its Chinese parent company to a US company. So that breaking news, TikTok is to be banned. That ban will go ahead in the United States from Sunday. Let's speak to our science and technology editor, Tom Clark. Tom, this has potential huge ramifications, not least for people who utilise TikTok, but so many other knock-on effects of this ban.
Absolutely, and it's happening at an extremely crucial time for what's going on in America. So this has been running for months, speculation as to whether this ban, which was passed by Congress with unanimous, almost near unanimous, bipartisan support back in March of last year, saying that on Sunday the 19th of January, unless a US buyer could be found for TikTok, it would have to cease operating in the US unless a US company could be found to buy the app and operate it in the US. The reason, of course, is growing concern on both sides of the US political spectrum that China may be using it for nefarious purposes, gathering data on users, spying on users, manipulating them, depending on your views on how aggressive China might be. Not much evidence for that, but a suspicion of it. And that was enough to prompt this ban. But what's happened since is what's making it really interesting. Both President Biden and incoming President Donald Trump both supported the ban when it was going through Congress. But now, as we get close to the end of President Biden's term and the beginning of Donald Trump's, both have come out saying they want to ensure the app stays live. Donald Trump, for example, first of all, President Biden saying that he won't prosecute anybody who breaches that law. Who that might be, well, that's the companies that make the app available on their app stores. So that's Google and Apple, essentially. And the internet service providers in America who provide internet service that could also carry TikTok. Biden has said he won't prosecute them if this law is upheld. Donald Trump, he said he'll use an executive order to also prevent companies from being sued and the app being fined for selling the app. But that doesn't necessarily tell us very much more about what's going to happen on Sunday. ByteDance, the Chinese owner of TikTok, has said if the law is upheld, the ban comes into place, which now with the Supreme Court decision, it will, that they will go dark. They will switch off the app in America, and the 170 million users of it will wake up on Sunday morning to find a message on their screen saying that their TikTok is no longer available. But will they now? We don't know. Given the signals, the messages coming from these two US presidents, they might decide they can chance it and keep going, even though that would put them in breach of US law as it currently stands. Also, those app stores may not choose to do the president's bidding either. That would mean going against an act of Congress, which their legal advisors would certainly urge them not to do, but also give Donald Trump significant leverage over those companies, which they might not want to be giving up just at this stage. So essentially, to sum that all up, it's a really confusing picture. This decision has been made. The ban will, by law, come into force on Sunday, but will it?